听到我说话吗？能看到我吗？能听到我说话吗？太亮。能听到我说话吗？对，能听到吗？能听到吗？能听到是吧？10分钟开始，现在媒体想热场，对对对，介绍。好的。好，那我先把这个放开。Okay, hi everyone. I don't know what time is it for you now, but for me, it's 5:51 a.m. And I'm not drinking coffee because I don't have time for coffee. I'm not even drinking tea. I'm just drinking hot water. 有点小，好的，下大声。I'm just drinking water. What? This is the biggest thing I can do. Oh, okay. Here. How about that? Is it better? Can you see a little bit better? Okay, great. Okay, so in China, hot water can cure everything, right? We just treat it as cure all. Literally every time. If you go to a doctor in China, whatever, like I don't really care. Like you can have a headache, you can have a stomach, you can have depression, anytime, every time, the doctor will just like, you need to drink this, you need to like take this medicine and blah, 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 you need to drink more hot water. Literally, in China, even doctors in hospital, they will tell you drink more hot water. Yeah, it helps. Like, now I'm in America, right? But before last November, I was in China and I lived in China for 28 years. Yeah, now you know my age, don't say that. I had a lot of foreign coworkers. They're like non-Chinese. They're like Australians, Canadians, Americans, a lot of Americans. And a lot of them, they just told me they started drinking hot water in China because they were in China. And in China, in a restaurant, you have to ask something like 冰的, like iced. So you can get like iced Coke, iced tea, or iced beer. If you don't ask, they're gonna just give you the room temperature ones. So if you're like, don't say anything, if your Chinese is not good enough, you're gonna have to drink hot water in every restaurant. So all my students, all my coworkers, they were my students. The first word they learned was 冰的, and the second word they learned was 啤酒. You put them together, 冰的啤酒, iced beer. So like when I taught them the numbers, which is our topic today, 1 to 10. So I was like so surprised because none of them know anything about Chinese, know anything about the Chinese numbers. But when I say this, when it comes to this number, do you see 9? 9, yeah. Okay, so do you see the like a weird character? That's the Chinese character. And like every Chinese character, we have a pinyin with it. And pinyin, this is a new thing. We don't have this until like 60 years ago. Someone literally made this up, no, invented this. So non-Chinese could learn Chinese easier. Because you can see that like if I just let you learn this, do you know anything about this? This is like Japanese or Korean or any other strange language. You just like, what the hell is that? So we have this, and this is more like you will feel like, oh, maybe I can read this, right? So if you just ignore this, that's the Chinese tone. Let's just see this. This is Ji. It's kind of like a G-E-E, G, but it's not the same. So Ji and the second two, this two, is a whole thing. This is just one sound. So this is you, and you try to blend these two together. Ju, and then you need to do that weird tone thing. Do you see that? It's like a wave, a tiny wave. Yeah, so you need to do the tiny wave thing, and it's kind of like you are doing this. Like if someone said something, you're like, I disagree, but we're friends. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I would just like, well, that's when you're using the Chinese third tone, because when you do it, can you hear that? Well, you're doing the go down and up. the wave thing. If you can hear it, try to replace well with this Chinese sound, 酒. So yeah, I already gave you the answer. I already gave you the answer. So it should be 酒, 酒. And you know that like in Chinese, if you type this is a big difference between Chinese and English. Because in English, if you want to know a new word, you need to know a new word, right? Like you always have thousands of new words, new sounds to learn, then you can stay up. Like I still don't know all the doctors' names in English. I just don't. I know one, the dentist, right? The dentist. I just know that one. Like for all the other, you have all like different names for doctors. Like it's so crazy. In China, we don't really create new sounds. We have like 80,000 characters, which is like it's not something you need to worry about because for day-to-day life, you just need to learn like 3,000 and you can do everything. You can do like day-to-day conversation. You can just talk to anyone. You can read newspapers. You can watch Chinese TV shows like no problem. And I always tell my students Chinese language is more like a kid language, K-I-D, kid, because it's kind of like Lego. You know, like when you're playing Lego, it's like you just have the small pieces, the basic pieces, and you just put them together. You don't really like, oh, I want a castle, so I build a whole castle. You don't do that. You just use the pieces, the basic pieces you already have, and you just put them together, pile them together, put them in different orders, and you get different things, right? So Chinese language is more like that. We don't really create new sounds or new characters, which means you just need to like know a little bit of it, and you can say a lot of things. So this is what we do. Okay, how's everyone? Okay, we have 3 minutes, and then we're gonna officially start it. Oh, my cat is just behind me. Okay. Hi. Hi. Hello. I can't see you, but I know you can see me. Well, we have 3 minutes to go. So after 3 minutes, we're gonna get officially started. And now, I don't know the time for you, but for me, it's 5:58 a.m. I'm not in China. I'm in America. So it's like so early to me because I'm in West Coast. Now I really wish I'm in the East Coast, so like it'll be 3 hours ahead of me. But I'm not gonna complain. So I hope you are ready because I'm the one who's gonna spend 15 minutes with you today, which you're lucky. You will see. You will see. Because I'm not like a traditional, conventional Chinese teacher. I'm not. Like my class is really casual, so you can just relax. I'm not gonna give you any test, any quiz, maybe a little bit quiz, but you don't need to worry about that. No pressure. No pressure. Okay. You just need to sit down, get some hot water, because I'm drinking hot water now. I'm not even drinking tea or coffee, not because I don't like them, just because it's not even 6 a.m. for me. I can't get up like too early to get some coffee or tea. So here I am, hot water. Hmm. Okay, we need to get ready because we're gonna start in 1 minute. I'm gonna just make myself stay here, and this is what we're gonna use today. Hello. Okay, let me put this in the perfect spot. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna show you the cover of it. So no spoiler, no spoiler. Okay, and oh wow, we're so close to start. In case you don't notice that. I'm wearing this Chinese dress. It's called qipao. I don't know if you know anything about this. I always wear qipao to make my short videos. So like this is kind of like my thing. So if you see this dress, even though you don't recognize my face, you know that's me. You can buy some of this in China. If you're in China, this is really, really easy to get. And there's no, oh, wow, okay, it's 6 a.m. For me, it's 6 a.m. For you, it might be 22 p.m., right? Hello, everyone. Okay, so today we're going to talk about some funny Chinese things. And I will just show you this. Do you see this? Yes, welcome. This is the Will Book live streaming class. It's gonna be flat 15 minutes long, and today we're gonna learn some Chinese in a fun way. And I'm your teacher today. My name is Li Yaliu. I know, you'll be like, what? Like, I don't know this chick. Like, who is she? But I'm gonna tell you now. I'm not some like random Chinese teacher. I'm actually kind of like not famous, but I have some followers here. So this is my TikTok account, and this is my Instagram account. You can just find me there. And as you can see, I have like over 130 something thousand followers. And how do I get those followers? Because I make videos of the Chinese teaching, but I only make the funny parts. So today we're gonna talk about some funny parts, and we're gonna talk about some numbers. You'll be thinking like, I think you'll be thinking like, what? Like numbers are boring. Numbers are just numbers, just math. Like what is with that? But you don't know that in Chinese, numbers are not just numbers. So you need to be careful when you use the numbers, because some numbers, they're the curse words. Some numbers you can use them to flirt girls. And some numbers, it's like a taboo. If you want to do business with Chinese, you do not want to use it at all. So here we go. See, that's like the numbers for Chinese. And if you can see this PowerPoint, let's focus on 1, 2, 3. Do you see how easy Chinese is here? For E1, it's just one line. For 2, 2 lines. For 3, 3 lines. I'm so glad they did this. But they used to do the 4 with 4 lines, and 5 with 4 lines and 1 stroke. So like, and one like a line from a different direction. So I don't know why they stopped doing that, because that was so convenient. But still, you can see that like all Chinese numbers, they're so easy, really, really easy to write, right? So like if you think, oh, Chinese is like the most difficult language in the world, no, it's not. Maybe it is, but if you learn this language from me, you would think like, that language is really, really, it's really funny. It's really interesting. Okay, so do you see the characters? You see the characters, right? And do you see this part? I don't know if you know this, but in Chinese, like this is how we spell things. So we don't just like go to school and start learning all this like like they're like pictures, right? We don't really do that. On first grade, we spend a whole month on doing this. This is the Chinese alphabet. So this is not something we always use. This is something we started using from 60 years ago. 60 years. It's not that old, because like some Chinese guy professor, he was like, I want to make it easier for non-Chinese to learn Chinese. So let's do the English alphabet. So can you read this with me? I think a lot of them, they're really similar to English alphabet. So it's not that difficult to remember. Okay. So for 1 is E, E. Can you repeat that to me? That's good. And do you see the weird line here? So that's the Chinese tone. And you might think like, oh no, I hate tone. Like tone is the most difficult part in Chinese. I don't hear it. I can't get it. That's because you don't know the right way to do it. So for the first tone, this like you think, oh, what's that? It's just a line. So we call this flat tone. It's flat. And just imagine like someone, your friend said something, you're like, I don't agree, but I don't want to hurt your feelings, so I'm just gonna be like, and remember, you do not do this like, you do it with a high pitch, a high key. So just like girls like, do this. Do not use your low key voice, okay? Use your high key, high pitch voice. And then let's go back to the Chinese number 1. Now, do you see the same shape on the pinyin of the Chinese one? So E, and let's do this together. E, E. Great. And let's move on. Let's move to 2. Do you see this? So this is, I know some of them you're gonna try to sound like, oh, this is because in English it's like teacher, right? But in Chinese it's a little bit different. You see, it looks like er. It looks just like but if you check the international sound mark, it's actually r, like car, that one in English. So it's still really easy to remember, right? Okay, and let's do it together. R, Okay, now let's focus on the tone. Do you see that we're like a really, really like weird dot on it? That's so-called Chinese fourth tone. I know you have no idea about that. I'm gonna show you that. So whenever you're angry, like you're just like, no, 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 no. Whenever you say that, you are using the Chinese fourth tone. You just don't know that. So here, let's go back to R. And now imagine you're angry. Just do no, 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 no. Okay, hold that, hold that. And then replace no with R. Let's do it together. And make it really short. Because when you're angry, you don't do something like no. You don't do this. You just do like no. Right? Okay. 3, 2, 1. R. R. You get it? That's great. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at 3. So 3, I'm sure you can already like write these 3 numbers, but let's see how to read it. This one, I'm gonna let you guess. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the answer is this one is sen. Sen. Do you hear that? It's really, really similar with English, right? So and sen, you can just use this way. And then do you see that flat tone, the flat line on it? It's the same as E, so we need to do the thing again. Let's do this together. Sen, sen. Can you do this? Great. Let's move on to 4. So 4, do you see the s? It's s and here. Let me show you. This is s and e, but in Chinese we do not do s as this. This is English. In Chinese, you need to do the same thing. S, but use your finger, one finger. Put your finger on your throat and try to feel. S, s, s. Do you feel your throat is vibrating? S, s, s. Not really, right? So this is so-called voiceless sound. In Chinese, you need to make it voiced. So let's try to make your thumb, make your throat vibrate. Okay, s s s. Can you do it? That's great. That's great. Okay, keep trying. And then do you see the tone parts? That dropping like the dots on it. So it's the same with 2. R. Do you remember this? This is the angry tone. So be angry again. Let's do the s with the angry tone. Okay. So let's try to do this. S, s, s. Can you do it? That's so good. Okay, let's move on. Let's go. Oh wow, we're almost half. We're almost half done here. 5, 5. Do you see this? This might look really strange to you, but if you count the lines, 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines, so it's still 5 lines if you cannot remember. That's like an easy way to do it. And do you see this? So this is the funny part, because in Chinese, the Chinese alphabet, we have 2 special words. They have two letters, one sound with 2 letters with the same sound. This is one of them. So W in Chinese is U. It's like the double O sound. And U in Chinese is still U. So you put them together, it's still U. This part is not that difficult, but you need to check out, the wave tone. Do you see that? This is the first time we see it. So let's check. How do we do the wave tone? This is the third tone. So do you see that picture? Whenever you say something, you're like, I don't know what to say. I just feel embarrassed. You're like, well. Do you hear that? It's a low key tone, and you do well. You do the wave, the bouncing parts just unconsciously. You don't know that you're using the Chinese third tone. Now you just need to replace well with here the Chinese number 5. Can you hear it? Perfect. You're doing so good. Okay, let's check 6. 6 in Chinese. Here. Do you see that? And this one, l, and these two are together, IU, these two are together. It's like in English, how. It's not w. It's just and ow, right? So it's the same in Chinese. E-I-U, these two together is U. It's kind of like the English letter U. So you put l, U together. Can you try to blend it? Yes, blue, right? And do you see the dots on it? It's the same dots as 4 and 2, right? So if I put these 3 together, 2, 4, 6, you just hear like this. 二四六 you hear that they have the same tone and they have the angry tone. So again, this one is different. This one is a little bit difficult than the others because I have some students and they have a lot of trouble with making the liu sound because you have to be aggressive. You have to sound like you're rude, but actually you're not. You're just using the Chinese first tone. So let's do the first tone again. No, no, no. Okay, remember that tone. Remember it. Remember it's okay. Now let's do it with liu, liu, liu. And you just said awesome in Chinese because 666, if you say it's 3 times, 666, it means awesome. Okay, we're gonna talk about that later because I want to show you a really funny video about that. But now let's focus on the numbers. And 7. Oh, this one is not cool at all. This one is 7. 7. This one is kind of difficult for new beginners. But now just do this. Like, just imagine that your balloon in your mouth is a tiny hole, and you're just slowly deflating. So you do it like just like push the air inside of your body, like push it out, and do it like this. Yes. Okay. Now make the sound. Don't just like do this. Push. Do this the same thing. Put your finger on your throat and make your throat vibrate. Qi, qi, qi. Can you do this? Yes. Okay. So every one of you, you're deflating. Okay, let's move on. Let's move to the 8. So 8, wow, this is so easy. I bet you can just remember the shape of the character in like 5 seconds, right? Okay, do you see this? It's b and a in Chinese. It's a. It's kind of like the English, the British sound of right? But the point is, you need to open your mouth, wide open your mouth, like this, and together, ba. And do you see the tone part on it? It's the same with 1, E. So it's like, oh, I need to show you this picture again in case you forgot. So this is the flat tone. It's a high pitch tone. And then you do it with 8. Ba, ba. If you do it with the angry tone, if you do like this, ba, ba, then you're just calling someone dead. Father, dead. So that's why we need to spend so much time here because I don't want you to say something weird in your life. Okay, 9. 9 in Chinese. Oh, do you see that? Is this one J in Chinese is not J. This one is really different from English. So this is Ji, Ji. Do you still remember 7? 7 is Qi. So these two, they're really, really similar. The only thing is when you say Ji, you're not deflating. You're not like, you're not doing this. So Ji and IU. Oh, I don't know about you, but do you see 6? Do you see the IU? Yeah, it's the same thing. So this is U, and you put Ji, U together. Can you try to blend it? Yes, great. You put them together, Ju, Ju, and then do the wave tone on it. Do the well tone on it. Replace well with ju. So you're gonna get this. 九, 九. Can you hear it? 九, 九. Great. Oh wow, we're on the last one. So the last one is funny because like in China, some Sajuan people, they would do this as 10. It looks like, oh, I'm like trying to scare away a vampire. I'm doing like a cross thing, but it's not. It's just the Chinese number 10. And the 10, oh, this one, so the last E it doesn't sound like E. You need to focus on the first 2 letters, SH. And I know in English, SH is sh, 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 right? So you need to do the same thing. Put your finger on your throat. Yeah, do that. You need to feel it. And then do sh, 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 sh. Do you feel like, oh, I don't feel any vibration of my throat, right? Because that's right, because that's English. And when you say Chinese, you need to make your throat vibrate. So you need to like just do it more aggressively. Ready? Sh, 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 sh. Perfect. Now let's do, oh, this is a new tone, right? oh yeah, we never used this tone before. See, 129. We never see this like rising tone here. So let's do this here. That's the rising tone. It's the second tone. We also call it rising tone because every time you ask a question, you need to raise up your voice, right? You need to be like what, what, like this. And every time you do that, that's the Chinese rising tone, or we call it the second tone. And with sh, you do it like you're asking a question. Sh, 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 sh. Can you do it? Perfect. Okay, great. This is the most boring part. I'm sorry. Let's move on. So this is, if you wanna write it down, like this is really funny way. It's a really funny way when you need to like speak to Chinese tones, because I know the tone part is, it's just like really difficult to remember. And to be honest, they're not that difficult when you do them alone. But the thing is, we have too many like 2-syllable or 3-syllable words, and we always say something in a sentence. So you need to put tone with every sound. It's like you are over pronouncing every word, and you need to stress every word. Okay, let's keep that. And then I guess this is how you count 1 to 10, right? Like 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. Like this is like a common way of counting 1 to 10, right? But do you know that in China we just use one hand? Because we have hands like this. Don't tell me you bite. Don't tell me you fall for that. Of course I'm kidding. We don't have weird hands in China. We have regular hands. But I made a video of this. I made this video like, oh wow, so long ago. And let's watch that video together. This video had like over 1 million views. So check that.
Can you do number 1 to 10 with one hand? I can. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10.
Okay, so now you get the idea. We use one hand, and the last one, you see, like I use this. Maybe you're gonna like, no, I don't agree. I think like 10, I do 10 with this or with this. Then you're right. Because in different areas in China, like we have different ways to do 10. This one is really weird. So let's watch this, right? Yes. Okay, so this is a picture of how we do it. And if you forget how to say Chinese numbers in Chinese, you can just go somewhere, go to the supermarket, and they ask you like, how many do you want? You can just like 6. You don't need to say anything. They can understand. So this is pretty useful. Okay, let's do this together. Ready? With one hand. Okay. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7, 3 fingers, 7、8、9、10. Yeah, for 10, you can do the fist, or you can do this, like literally the Chinese character. Okay, you can just pick any one you like. And let's see this. I put the number, the character, and the English meaning on it. So for 1 to 5, it's like so easy, right? Just like 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers. But for 6, if you, okay, do this with me. Yeah, do this. And then make it upside down. Like this. Okay? And if you look at the Chinese character on it, and then you use your other hand as a pen, try to write the Chinese character on your hand. The dots, the line, 2 dots. Do you see that? That's why we do it this way. Because you can really use this to help you remember the shape of the Chinese character. But when you use it, you don't use it like this. You just use it casually, okay? It's the same thing with 8. 8. If you do it like this, yeah, let's do this. With one hand. It's like a gun. And then you make it upside down. Now can you see 1, 2, 1 line, 2 lines? Do you see the Chinese character on your hand? Right? Yes, great. Okay, for 9, you do like this. So can you see you're making the number 9 here. Do you see that? 9, the number 9. Yes, great. That's so great. So why we do this? It's not because we're lazy, because you need to actually remember more things with this system, right? We're not lazy about that. Actually, it's about business. So in ancient China, like everyone's sleeves, like they have long sleeves, and it's like really, really loose. You can even have some pockets in it. You can hide your like wallet in it, right? I think it's the same everywhere. It's not just in China. So like people used to wear like that, right? And in China, if you want to do business, like you go somewhere, like I have a price. I will give it, like if you buy a lot of goods from me, I'll give you more discount. But if you just want to buy a few, I would not give you that discount. So you have different prices for different people, right? And you do not want them to like hear, oh wow, oh you give that price to him? Like what? I'm not going to do business with you. So you do not want them to hear that. You do not even want to do let's do this, let's do the price like this. You do not want to do that. So you do it with your hand. Like every time, like in China, like you'll be like, 你好,你好, and then you're gonna shake your friend's hand, right? So in China, it's the same thing. Like you just like, 你好,你好. You hold the business partner's hand and you do it. Like you can touch each other's hands in your sleeves, right? So I'll be like, I want to sell it with 7, 7, let's say 7. Okay, I'll be like, 你好,你好, and then I'll be like, just doing this in my sleeve, but nobody can see it. And then my business partner will just like hold it, and he knows, oh, okay, 7, too expensive, and he'll just like do this like 5, and I'll be like, okay, if I can take that price, I'll be like, deal. And that's how we bargain. Like all you can see is two men just like holding their hands like this and just like move a lot. But actually they're bargaining. And in this way, like nobody knows what's the price you offered for the previous customer. So it just saves you so much trouble. It's really practical. But nowadays you can just use it in like any everyday life. It's really useful, especially for something you just like, I don't remember the song. You can just remember the gesture. Okay, let's do it one more time real quick and then we're gonna move on. Ready? Use your hand. 一二三四五六七八九十 You are doing so good. Okay, I know. Here, let's do this. So, like, I don't know if you ever heard of this, but one of my students, she told me her daughter is in a like Chinese immersion preschool, and they do this every day when they're washing their hands. It's really cute. So let's try to do this, and next time when you wash your hand, just try to sing this song, okay? It's a number song, and you can hear it. I got the song from this old man. Let's go.
1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30
It's pretty easy, right? I know you're gonna be like, no, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. That's because you're not familiar with the Chinese sounds. If when you can say just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 when you can say that in Chinese, you're gonna be like, oh, I can do this. That's the lyrics. Like it's still like, do you say that? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 elementary school. I think I talked about this before with my students, and they told me like in America they would do this. Like you need to do 1 times 1 into 12 times 12. But in Chinese we have this, and it's actually really helpful because when you do this in Chinese, like 7 times 6 equals 56. So if you do this in Chinese, it's just 7 8 56. 7 8 56. It's really, really short and fast. So like I watched some videos and the professor says, if you do all the timetable here. If you do it in Chinese, it just cost you 30 minutes. And if you do this in English, 30 seconds, not 30 minutes. If you do this in English, it will cost you 45 seconds. So it's actually longer. And one of my students, she's American. She's been learning Chinese for 9 years. She's a teenager. So she's been like bilingual for like almost all of her life. So like she told me every time she needs to do math like this, like 7 times 8, she will do it in her mind in Chinese. It's actually faster. Yeah, so I guess that's what we're good at, man. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. So, okay, this is what I want to do here today because this is not something you're gonna learn from any books. You might know this from Chinese TV shows if you watch a lot of them, but here, so this is zero in Chinese. This is ling. Do you see? It's like kind of really similar to English. The, ing, you put them together, blend it. Ling, right? And we do the rising tone like you're making a question. Ling, ling, ling. Can you do it? Ling. Perfect. And you don't need to really remember the shape of the Chinese character now. I just want you to know that Ling and Yi, Ling, these two numbers, they have some special meanings in China because, yeah, of course you know the meaning of this picture, right? So in English, in Western countries, like you use emojis, I guess, to describe top or bottom for gays. But in China, we use numbers. And I think you can guess, Ling, it means this one, bottom. Yes. So if you're a guy and you met a Chinese girl and she was like, 你是零吗？你是 you are 你是零吗？吗 is a question mark. It means like I'm asking you a yes or no question. You can just answer me with yes or no. So you're gonna be hearing it like 你是零吗? Are you a zero? Yes or no? You're like what? What is a zero? So if you've been asked about that, it means she thought you're gay and she thought you're the bottom. Okay, and as you can see, oh, this is like actually a Chinese like it's like Tinder or Blue. I don't know. Like it's a like dating app. So you can choose your character. This is character 角色 here. 角色 character. So you can choose 0 bottom. You can choose 0 to 5. So you can do both. And then you can choose 1 E. So you can. I think you know like E means this part, the top part. Yeah, we actually use this. This is like really like polite way, I guess. Because like my parents, they might not know this. If like you're gay, you're gonna be knowing this, and like everyone knows what you're talking about. So just careful. Don't ask some guy like 你是 E 吗? Or just like imply that because they'll be like, no, I'm not gay. Like, why are you doing that to me? So be careful with Ling and E. And then let's move to R. So this one is not just a number. You see that, you'll be like, okay, so it's not a number. What is it? It's actually a verb. It's actually an adjective. You can use it to describe your friends. And it means, here, it means, no. Don't trust Google Translate on this one. I did 你太 R 了. You're too R. And then the Google Translate just told me, you're too. No, it's not you're too. It's you're too dumb. So do you see the memes? Yeah, the second one, this panda one, do you see that? It's like, 你太二了, like you're talking to a friend, like, you're too stupid. You're too dumb. You're just too dumb. Do you see that? So you can just describe your friends with the Chinese number R and they can understand. We literally use the number, not even the Chinese character. So R means dumb. And then R Isa, hey, what is this? 213. R Isa, is that a band? No. It has nothing to do with the band. This is what I said, a curse word. Be careful here. Be careful. I know you're writing it down, but you need to be careful about this. So, 二一三, if you put 一三 together, you will get the English letter B. Can you see that? Like if you put them together, that's the B shape. And B, I'm not gonna say it here because B is kind of like the F word in English. It's a dirty word. It's a curse word. Like you're not supposed to say it in public, but you get me. You get the point. So R means dumb and B is the F word. So put them together. It's a really, really offensive Chinese word. So do not use it on your friend if you don't want to start a fight. Okay, if you even just use this two and B, if you just use this combo in Chinese internet, they will be like, you are cursing me? Like, are you really calling me that? You're gonna get in trouble. So just be really careful about this. And then, oh, I like this one. This one, sen. Do you still remember that? Sen, 3. So sen itself it doesn't really mean anything. But it would change dramatically if you put small, 小. This one, it means small. If you put small before it, ooh, you just change the whole thing. Again, do not trust Google Translate. I made so many videos about this. Like you cannot trust it. Just always give you the wrong answer. So see, in English is what is this? Me, my, what is that? So actually, 小三, small 3 in Chinese means mistress. It's kind of weird here because we only use this on girls. We don't really have a word for guys. If you're a guy and you're the third wheel, yeah, it's kind of like in Chinese, it's kind of like the third wheel, but it's just for girls. If you're mistress, I'm gonna call you 小三. If you're male mistress, I need to put male 男 before 小三 to make it sure, like, oh, I'm talking about this is a guy. I'm talking about a guy. So do not use this on your friends either. And let's go back to the numbers. This is 4, 四, 四. And then maybe some of you already heard of that. But here, let me show you this and then we can talk about this.
Chinese really don't like the number 4 because 4 in Chinese is 四 and death in Chinese is 死. They're really similar. So this will happen if you want to use an elevator in China.
What the fuck?
Do you see that? Like, if you're in China, you want to use an elevator, especially in hospitals. A lot of times, you're gonna just find that. Where is the 4th floor? Like, floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, and then floor 5. Like, what the heck? That's because I just said 4 in Chinese is 四, and death in Chinese is 死. And you know, like in China, we have so many accents or more like dialects. So like, in different areas, people use different ways to say the Chinese language. So in a lot of Chinese areas, these two sounds are exactly the same. So when you're saying 四, you're actually saying 死, death. So this is the Chinese least favorite number because like nobody wants to die, right? Especially in hospital. I was in the hospital and I've been told like I need to go to the floor 3A. I was like, what the heck is 3A? And I checked the elevator, so it's like floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 3A, then floor 5. So I was like, oh, okay, that's how you avoid using 四. So I told one of my students, if you ever want to do business with Chinese, if you need to book like a hotel room, a restaurant room, just do not choose anyone with 四 because this is like Chinese really don't like this number. It means death. Okay? And here, let's do, this one, 四. Do you remember how to say 10 in Chinese is 十? So 4 is 四, 10 is 十. These two, you might think, oh, these two are not that similar, but when you put them in a tongue twister, they are so similar. And I just want to know if you can do this because like I post this on Instagram and TikTok and I got so many funny comments. Okay, ready?
Easy Chinese tongue twisters. Level 2. 四, 4, 十, 10, 是, is. Put them together. 4 is 4, 10 is 10, 14 is 14, 40 is 40. In Chinese is 44, 十是十, 14是14, 40是40.
Yeah. I got some comments says like you are speaking the snake language because my lips are like 44, 十, like this. And you're like this is a snake language. Yeah, so if you're interested in this, you can just like show this to your friends or you can try to do this yourself. It's gonna be really funny. Okay, let's move on. Let's move to 5. So 5 is not like a curse word or like bad word. It's actually a really, really good word in Chinese because we have a holiday about it. You see this 520 in Chinese 520 520 and do you see the heart on it? Can you guess what's the meaning of 520 in Chinese? Okay. I think you're close. Let's watch this video and find it out because it's not something.
May 20th is Chinese I love you day. 520 In Cantonese, it sounds like 我爱你. That means I love you. The most Chinese way of celebrating this day is to send 520 kuai to your girlfriend through WeChat.
So yeah, now you know 520 in Chinese is the I love you day. Yeah, I love you day, because if you do this in Mandarin Chinese, it's 520, and in Mandarin I love you is 我爱你. 520, 我爱你, 520, 我爱你. Huh? It's not that similar, right? Because right, you are right. This was like, we got this phrase from like people like who speak Cantonese. In Cantonese, 520 and I love you, they're really similar. And then like this was just a phrase, but now some like businessmen, they're like, ooh, I can just make it like the another Chinese Valentine's Day. So can you guess how many Valentine's Day are there in China? One? No. Two? No. Yeah, we have three. One is the Western Valentine's Day, February 14th. Yeah, right, you know that one. And the other one is the Chinese traditional Valentine's Day, 七夕. In lunar calendar is July 7th. And three is this one. It's in, yeah, I know. Can you guess what date is it? What day is it for this for this holiday? Yes, you're right. May 20th. 520, and this is made up, but everyone's celebrating it in China now. So this is a real thing. It's not just an internet slang anymore. And do you see that? Like, I found some pictures from like flower stores or like restaurants, shopping malls. They will post a lot of things with 520 on it. And you're gonna get like big sale if you are a couple. Like you can get like 50% off from your set meal, something like that. So if you're in China, you want to like just hang out with your friends, and it's the 520 May 20th. Maybe you do not want to go out for dinner because it's gonna be so crowded everywhere. And then these are some memes I got from Arling, because if you know a little bit about Chinese Mandarin Chinese, if you say this 521, it sounds much more like 我爱你, 521, 我爱你, right? Because that's Mandarin Chinese, and but we got this from the Cantonese, and like everyone's using that now, so nobody would use 521. But hey, do you see that? Like you celebrated 520, then you're gonna celebrate 521 again. Like what the heck? I'm done with this. And then I told you like the most Chinese way to celebrate this holiday is to send your girlfriend, your wife, 520 kuai through WeChat. Like just transfer the money to her. You don't know how many times I've seen people like girls posting this screenshot on that day. But okay, in case you don't know the Chinese currency, 520 kuai, like the Chinese currency is around 75 bucks. Yeah, 75. It's not that much, right? So like it's not that bad, but I don't know who invented this. This is 13141314, and here's the meaning of it. Because it sounds like 一生一世. I know you'll be like, no, it doesn't sound like that. Again, it's Cantonese. So Cantonese and Mandarin, these two, like we have like basically just different sounds for everything. The easiest example is 你好. You know 你好, that's Mandarin. But if you say 你好 in Cantonese, it's gonna be something like 你好,你好, 你好. It's like different things. So in Cantonese, it sounds really like 一生一世, and it means one life, forever. And then some people, they would just like put 520 and 1314 together. Do you see this meme? Yeah, this one. Like this little guy like holding this paper with a heart shape on it. Yeah, 520 1314. It means I love you forever. And then some people, they'll be like, oh, you need to send me not only the 520 kuai, you need to send me the 1314 kuai. So together it will be like almost 300 bucks. And do you know how many Chinese guys, they would just like break up with their girlfriends right before 520, right before this holiday, because they're like, I'm not doing the transfer thing. This is, I don't like this. This is like commercial thing. Like they just made up this rule, and then they just like, oh, you need to do this. If you do not do this, you don't love your girlfriend. Like why? So you don't need to You don't need to like follow that route, but you will, if you see the screenshot of like some Chinese girl just posting screenshots of 520, 521, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. And then if you switch the number 520 means I love you, right? And this number, you just switch 2 and 5. See? Just 2 and 5. And then this one, you need to be careful about this one too. I'm not kidding, because if you use this one on your friend, it's kind of like 231, 213, that one. This one is not that offensive, but be sure your friend doesn't care, because 250 250, it means more wrong. Do you see like the memes? Like you can just like meme. And this one, do you see the father on the left, right? The left bottom left. Do you see that? That's my father. Yeah. So 250. If you read it in Chinese number, it will be 250, 250, right? So my dad, when I was a kid, if I just mess up the test, if I get a really bad grade, I have like really bad. I almost fail the test. If I do something like that, he'll just like 250, 你个250 like this. And yeah, this means moron. And just be careful about this, because like you can do this on your close friends if they don't care. Because like it's the same in English. You can just call your friends like, "How you idiots," something like this, right? So just be sure you are like close enough to use this meme 250. You either use the Chinese characters or you can just use the numbers C250. Okay, so quick question. 520 in Chinese means 520 in Chinese means yes, I love you. And 250, 250, here, 250, it means yes, moron. You're learning so fast. And then, oh, finally, this is my favorite. So 6 in Chinese is 六, 六, the angry tone, 六, 六, right? And if you say it 3 times, I know in Western culture, 666 is something with like demon, devils, like devil worship, right? So if like I born at that time, like I'm a born devil, something like this. I've seen some movies like this, but in China, it's not the same. It has nothing to do with demons. And let's check it out.
Why do Chinese use 六六六 all the time? Like this? Is that the devil worship? No. 6 in Chinese culture means things go well. 666, it means wow, it goes perfect. You rock. You see a really funny Chinese video? 六六六. Your friend gets a great job offer. 六六六. Oh, you just follow me? 六六六. I'm Lia Liu.
Yeah, that's another video I made for 666.
Why do Chinese?
And these are some memes I found about 666. Like if you check 666 in Chinese, they're gonna like tell you, oh, it doesn't mean that devil worship. It doesn't mean like that. It means, yeah, you can see here, awesome. Like awesome, you rock. Wow, that's so great. You can do this with every good things. And the right way to do it is, do you see this tiny guy here? Yeah, tiny fingers like this. And you just do like this. 666, 666, 666, like this. Can you do this? Yeah. So I've been told, I posted this video a while ago and I got a lot of comments and people said in Hawaii, yeah, in Hawaii, they do this too. They do this to their friends, but they do this for greeting and saying goodbye. So they'll be like, oh, I see you and I just don't want to go there and talk to you. Oh, it's like hello. And when I leave, I'll do this again, like goodbye. It's like so fun because like I was like, wow, that's so interesting. Like in different cultures, you use the exactly same gesture for different things. And a good thing is this is not gonna get you in trouble, in any kind of trouble. Actually, this is gonna get you a lot of like compliments. Like people will be like, wow, how do you know that? Wow, like you're so casual, you're so cool, like this. So you can do this. And you can not only do this in daily life, you cannot just like do this online, like just do it to your friends, like wow, you got a new offer, you can do this on the internet. Just use 666. If you play any like video games in China, and you will be like you can look like people can chat, right? There's like chatting parts. You can like just chat with anyone. And if you do some like really fancy like control thing, like you just like double Q, triple Q, and then you can see someone just like sending 666 on the chat because they're just like, wow, amazing. They're just saying that. Okay, and wow. Okay, this one. I have no idea if you know this, but have you ever heard of 麻将? 麻将. It's like Chinese table game. It's like the most popular Chinese table game. And this one, ba, ba, 8 in Chinese is really, really similar to fa. This is the type, the 麻将, ba, ba, 8, fa. These two, they're so similar and they are exactly the same sound in Cantonese. And we got this idea from Cantonese. And then we just use ba to mean fa, and fa means get rich. And if you see like ba 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 this license plate in China, you're gonna see it in a really fancy, expensive car. You would never see it on like a regular car because as a place like this, a license plate like this, you need to like go on an audition and you need to like beat on it. And as I know, one of the like most expensive license plates with ba 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 ba, just 88888. Like the guy who got it, he paid for over 1 million US dollars. Not the Chinese currency, US dollars. That's like crazy, right? Yeah, like that's how obsessed like Chinese rich people with the number 8, because like they're like, I'm rich, I want to be richer. I just wanted to stay this way. So if you see 8 like a lot in someone's on someone's car or in someone's phone numbers, then they're rich. You can just like identify them with that. So if you're like, I need to like book a restroom or like a hotel room with my Chinese friend, just use 六 or 八 with it. Do not use 四 because 四 means that. Okay? And oh, we're almost down here. 9. 9 in Chinese is 九. Do you remember this? Well, 九. Well, 九. Yeah. The wave. The little wave. Oh, that's my cat. I'm so sorry. And then if you do it twice, 九九, because 九 is the biggest number for the single digital numbers, right? So 九 means long time. Oh, I know, I think you know this. Like you would see, this is Chinglish. This is Chinese English. Long time no see. Long time no see. You know this, right? And long time, if you see this in Chinese, long time no see is 好久不见。好久不见，九九九九九九 9. So 九 means long time, long time. 九九 means long time, long time. So if you are in a wedding, or this is like a wedding in a game. So if you're in a wedding, you can just like 祝九九. 祝 means set hope, hope. 祝 hope 九九. Hope you're gonna be together a long time, something like this. So if you see this, it's kind of like you're gonna just use it for like wedding, or your friends like they're like, oh, I have a boyfriend, like we're engaged. Then you can just use 99, 99, long time. Okay. And this one, I think this is the last one I'm gonna do. But this one, if you're in China or if you have any friends who's like programmers, like Chinese, they're Chinese and they're programmers. If they ever like talk to you about their like working system, you might heard of this because this is 996, 996. And I know you don't know the Chinese phrases here. The first one from 九 before 996, that's 上班, go to work. So go to work 996, 996. And then 下班. 下班 means get off work. So get off work, ICU. I'm gonna explain. You can find this website. This is a real website. 996.icu. See, in Chinese they are rhyme. 996.icu. And what's the meaning of it? You can just read it. Yeah, 996 means 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and 6 days a week. So in China, like if you want to be a programmer in China, it's like you're gonna under great pressure. Like you're gonna be just working extra time a lot. That's why eventually they just like one of the programmers made this website, and he's like, if I do 996 for like 10 years, I'm gonna end up in ICU. If you're interested. If you're like interested about this, you can just search it. You can just Google it. But I'm showing you like the most part of it. It's a really simple website. Yeah, you can see the like explanation of this. So next time, if you see like on Chinese social media, people are talking about 996, you know, oh, they're talking about the work schedule. Yeah, okay. We're gonna end this lesson with a quick quiz. Okay, it's really really easy. What is the dead number in Chinese? A 7, C B 6, 6 C 4, 4. Which one? 3, 2, 1. Yes, that's 4. Great. And this one. What is the get rich number in Chinese? 5, 8, 2, 3, 2, 1. Yes, 8. You're right. Okay, the last one. What is the I love you number in Chinese? 250, 666, 520, 213, 3, 2, 1. You are correct. 520. 520, 我爱你. Yay! Okay, I think we're done here. How do you think? I hope you're gonna come back for the next one because I'll be here 2 days ago. I'll be still here and I'm Lia Liu. Welcome to the Will Book platform. Ah, this is so fun. This is really fun.